Hello. Hi, everyone. This is Pam Howard from Be Healthy, Be Happy Wellness, and welcome to this month's Lunch and Learn, all about goals that stick. And I'm sorry for this terrible lighting. I just got back from a massage, so I'm feeling very relaxed and good. So hopefully this will be an educational call and help you guys out a little bit with your goal setting. What I want to talk about today is how to create goals that stick. It's the end of January, and a lot of us have created New Year's goals, but maybe they've fallen to the wayside. So it's not too late. It's only the beginning of 2016. There's plenty of time to relook at your goals and create something that you can really accomplish this year. And I want to share a couple tips on the best way to do that. First of all, you want to think about what your goals are. Why are you creating them? And what do they mean to you? It's one thing to come up with the goals that everybody, kind of thought, I'm going to lose weight this year. I'm going to, do whatever, the kind of typical goals are. I'm going to exercise every day. But you need to think about if that's really important to you. And I think that's where a lot of people will fall short. One of the areas they'll fall short on is creating goals that are just kind of common goals. They're not goals that have meaning. So my advice is think about what your values are, think about what your desires are, and try to come up with goals that really meet that. So maybe instead of saying that you want to lose weight, your goal is really you want to be healthy. You want to feel good every day. And that's a completely different goal than losing weight. And there's different action steps to get there. So first step, think about what your desires are and what you want, what your values are, and try and come up with a few goals that align to that. And that goes to the second step. The second suggestion is keep your number of goals small. Don't create a list of 20 goals because you'll never get there. Try and come up with maybe 3 to 5 goals. If you have a very small amount, you're much more likely to accomplish them. And nothing says that you can't, at the end of March or April, go back if you've accomplished those already because you only had a few. Great. You can create some new ones. So first step is come up with goals that align with your values and your desires. And second step is to just create a few goals. Now, when it comes to actually deciding what those goals are going to be, my biggest suggestion is try to think about goals that how you want to feel at the end of the year. So, how do I want this goal? What's that going to get for me? And that'll help you come up with a more specific goal. So, good example, your goal might be, I want to be more organized. Well, that's a great goal and a great idea, but what does that look like to you? What does that mean? For me, that might mean I've got a clean, clutter-free house. I'm not late for appointments, and I'm accomplishing everything I want to accomplish every day. That might be my definition of being more organized. Yours might be different. So you need to think about what you want your end result to be and how you want to feel. I'll feel by the time I'm done with that, I'm going to feel confident that I know what I'm doing, that I'm able to accomplish what I need to accomplish, and that I've a very comfortable environment because it's nice and clean and organized. So those are my feelings, and that's my end result. Once you've decided what you want that goal, your end result to look like, you want to come up with the action plan. And this is the other big area that people fail in. They set goals, but then they never figure out how they're going to get there. So an easy thing to do is just, come up with your end result, what you want that to look like, and then just sit down and think about what that would mean. How will I get there? So our example of being more organized. I said one of the things would be a clean and clutter-free house so that, I know where everything is and I don't lose things. So how will I get there? Well, instead of just saying, I'm going to go clean the house, I'm going to sit down and think, all right, I'll start, one room at a time. So maybe, this week or this month, I'll start in my bedroom and I'll start cleaning that area out, throwing away anything I don't want, donating, putting things where they belong, getting that area looking really good. Then I'll move on to the next room in the house and do that in each room one step at a time. And I've, written down all my rooms and what I want to accomplish in each room. Then by the end of, the year, hopefully I've come up with those feelings of, calm, organized, comforting home. I know where everything is, and I feel, I've got the feelings that I want to. And it might not take me a whole year. Like I said earlier, you can always, say I accomplished that by summer. Great, I can cross that off my list. I only had a couple goals, so if I've accomplished that plus one other one, maybe I want to relook at some of my, big ideas or plans and come up with a couple more goals. Nobody says you can only set goals on January 1st. You can set goals whenever you want, however you want. So coming up with an action plan and being specific in how you're going to get there are the next things. And then there's really a couple other things that I think will help you create goals that stick. And that is to write them down, write down those specific action plans and those goals, and then find someone to help hold you accountable. And this is a really important step. We can all come up with things in our mind that we want to happen, and that's great. But if there's no one but yourself, unless you're really focused and really good at holding yourself accountable, it's not always easy to do that. Sometimes it's a lot easier to just, oh, well, nobody knows about that. Who cares? Nobody's going to care if I don't do that. But if you found someone to help you, be accountable to your goal, then you've got to answer to someone else. And that's one of the things I do with my clients. Anytime I have a new client, the first thing we do is we sit down and we create a list of 3 or 4 things that they want to accomplish in the next 3 months together and the next 6 months. And then we come up with an action plan to get there, and I hold them accountable. You don't need to work with a one-on-one coach. It might be great for you to do that. It might not be the right time in your life to do that, but you could probably find someone to hold you accountable. Maybe your goal is to be more productive each day, and one of your action plans would be to get up earlier so that you can get a good start on your day. Well, maybe you've got a friend you could text every morning when you get up, or you can make your spouse, if you're married, or your roommate hold you accountable. If you haven't gotten up at a certain time a couple days in a row, they can say, hey, what you doing there? So being accountable and writing down your goals are 2 other great ways to help accomplish them and help create goals that will stick. One thing I'd love for anybody that's listening to this to do is to hit my website or my Facebook page and let me know some of your goals. Putting them out there in public will help you be a little bit more accountable for them. It's not just in your head. So I can be reached at www.behealthybehappywellness.com. And this month I've got a whole series of blog posts on goal setting and sticking to your goals and how to make you more successful this year in your goal planning. So I encourage you to go there. It was www.behealthywellness.com. And look for those posts and get some good ideas there. I did one post earlier in the month with a whole list of resources, classes and books that are really useful when it comes to goal setting. So you could purchase those or get them from your library and maybe look at some of that to help you along the way. And I'll probably do a few more posts here and there throughout the year on goal setting. January is a big push, of course, but it's something I look at all year long and my clients do. So we'll be sure and revisit that again. So let me recap quickly, and then I think we'll be done with this little lunch and learn for the month. First of all, first step is you want to create goals that align with your values and your desires. Second step, you want to know what that accomplished goal will look like. So what is your end result and how do you want to feel when you've accomplished that goal? Third step is to have a specific action plan in place so that you can reach and accomplish those goals. Fourth step is to write them down so you know what they are. They're not just in your head. They're actually something that you have committed to. And fifth step is to help someone, help find yourself an accountability partner, someone who will help you stay accountable to those goals, be it putting them out publicly, being it find a specific person, or hiring a coach, whatever you need, however, what kind of support you need to accomplish your goals. So I think if you take those 5 steps and put them into place, you'll find that you are much more successful this year in reaching your goals and creating goals that will stick. So I'm going to plan on doing these little lunch and learns about once a month. We'll do a different topic each month. Next month's topic is going to be 5 easy ways to become healthier. So look forward to that next month. And if you keep checking out my Facebook page and which is just facebook.com, Be Healthy, Be Happy Wellness, or my website, BeHealthyBeHappyWellness.com. You'll find notice of when that next Lunch and Learn webinar will occur. And you can always come back and revisit this. That's a great thing about Google Plus. They're recorded, so you can come and look at this anytime. Just jot down those 5 steps and give it a shot. I would love to hear how this works for everyone. So good luck in your goals. I'm going to be sharing mine in the next month here. I've been working on them all month. I don't set goals January 1st. I take some time and think about them and think about what I really want to accomplish. And so I'm looking forward to sharing this later. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend and a great goal setting session.